But yeah, we'll still want to try to colonize the Gulf of Guinea, because that is... I mean, one, historically, Portugal did have quite a presence in here. Until they got conquered by others, for the most part. I mean, there were still some places that were Portuguese, and then, of course, in, like, further south from here, there was a fair bit of, under Portuguese rule all the way up until, well, after the Second World War, actually. Now, we do actually have a pretty good amount of manpower saved up. 26,000. I wonder, how big of an army could we have? We have 22,000. That's a bit less than I hoped for. Oh, and Explorer has died. Oh, oh wow. Well, I suppose we did manage to explore most of that. At least the Z-zone's there. No, there's a little bit in there still, but not much. I'm just wondering, do we want to get another Explorer like that? So far away, like... Wait, why are you going... Wait, what? Suppose you're not really taking the attrition, but... Oh yeah, we got -20 attrition in there. Oh, expedition. Gulf of Guinea. Let's try that one more time. I want to get something in there. Getting another colony, or at least getting some money out of that, would be quite handy. Actually, how is the Iberia? So we've got 48% of the trade power in there. 5.6 in there. Oh. Okay. The plague in the Pacific. That's not really my problem. Now, Castile might be at war with the Mali as well at some point. Which actually, what I should do is try to focus on or set up some provinces of interest. We'll get a little bit off the coastline here. Oh, that's wasteland. And down here, we'll go all the way down to Cape. I think that's going to be alright. Now then, yeah, I suppose we could get the Diplotech now. So that increases the morale, and also we can get a heavy ship, although I don't think we have money for heavy ships yet, but, you know, eventually it might be okay. Or might be on the list of things to do. Oh, the Tridocks. Naval Force modifier plus 5%. Interesting. That seems like it would be quite useful. Colonize West Africa. Oh, wait, you know, in Congo region. So that would be like go into the Central African area, which we have unlocked as a target now. Also, one thing. We have not converted this yet. We can't actually do that yet. We should probably do it though. Should be a rather quick conversion. I mean, how much of that is already... Catholics are only 16% in here. Okay, there's probably quite a bit to convert there. And now Armada de Albrotus is actually not even taking any... Not taking attrition. Even now. Maybe they've just basically made the attrition not be a problem. Because it would be quite difficult during vanilla, at least. Especially when the Explorer dies. Right, Santa Cruz de Africa is almost converted, or at least a little bit of the population is converted again. Actually, yeah, that's not that much converted yet. It's mostly Sunni still. There's some urban population that is Catholic, but if we have a look at the total numbers... Okay, now we've got 46% Catholics. That's a bit better, but I do want to convert that province there. It's only 16 months to convert it. That shouldn't really be a problem. Got 70 ducats now. I do wonder, is this... Oh. Oh, finally. Oh, we got a port here. Oh, and we can get a claim on Mali, actually. Let's claim this province here, shall we? So now we at least got a casus belli against them. Or will have casus belli against them. And I believe we might need a bit more against Tlemcen. So what is the... Tlemcen, so... Right, it would be still Souss and Tunis. That is still 32,000 total. If I could get Castile to help me in this, that would be possible. We haven't done a war today, to be fair, so that might be something to do. I'm not going to necessarily do it quite yet. I might want to get one more claim on them. Which will probably be down here, if we can claim this one anyway. No, we can't. No, we could claim here. Or, you know what, maybe we don't even worry about that. Do we have a general in here? We don't. We could do that. I think we'll get another Alberto. Oh. Well, that's a bit of a poor one. 1010. I mean, at least it's a binary general, but that's about it. We can get the U down here, so as soon as we declare war, we can start sieging down Souss. Although we may need to get our fleet active for this war. Let's unmothball. I'm not going to be declaring the war quite yet then. Although I suppose if we were to just attach this to the transports, wait until January. So we'll get a little bit repairs done, then we can transport these over to Africa. I wonder, 15,000 is probably large enough army right now, so we can maybe start increasing the size of this 5,000 man army. Actually, we don't even have enough transport to transport that big army. I mean, that could be easily fixed. We got plenty of naval force limit, to be fair. Which actually, we might want to utilize that for increasing the trade fleet. Because at this stage, the trade ships are starting to be pretty darn good in terms of the trade power that they give. I'm pretty sure that each one of the ships will increase the trade power, or the profit more than what it costs for the upkeep. But also, I suppose what we should do is, if you have a look at the trade map mode, so that is still part of Iberia. And then we got the Senegambia over here. So if we started protecting trade over there, there's quite a bit of trade going upwards, actually. Is Castile? Yeah, they're just transporting forward, but I'm pretty sure that all of the outgoing is going into Iberia, thanks to our trader. Oh yeah, Castile doesn't have a trader there. Mali and Jolo are collecting. I'm the only one that has merchant transferring power. So that is good, and we are actually the biggest trade power in there now. Not by a large margin, but we are. But the total in there is not all that high. Like, we're transferring, or the total outgoing is a bit more than half. Yeah, it's about 55%. Now, what about down here? There would be a bit more. We are transferring... Actually, there's a lot of nations that are transferring this forward, but it's going a bit every direction, unfortunately. If we were to increase our trade power in this province, or this area, then that might allow us to get a bit more of the trade going through here, which is then transferred towards Iberia. So that is something that we should probably focus on over time. Not necessarily immediately, but over time, definitely. Right, so we're getting the troops there. We got the troops on the ships. Let's get these to noon. And yeah, we got a little bit troops here. I suppose we got them manpower and a bit of money now, so we'll just increase the size of that. We got the claim on Mali, which is excellent. We can maybe get one more claim on Tlemcen before we start doing the war. We will do a war. If we can get Castile in that, then it's gonna be totally fine. I hope. Assuming that they will actually help with the war, I suppose. So we got our ships here. They're not all that full strength. Oh, right, we don't have the castle there yet. But we'll probably be able to get a decent bit of money out of all of this. They got only level 1 forts here. That's level 2 technically speaking, but that's because it's capital fort and it's got a little bit of garrison there, so that gives the fort level extra 1. But it's not a fort that is going to stop our movement, I don't think. We got quite a bit of troops here. I think, well, we'll just wait for these units to be built. And then we'll declare the war. So it's going to be before next year. Okay, so the Rio de Oro is almost 600 population now. Or colonists there. So slowly but surely. Or I suppose settlers might be the correct term. But anyway, we got a little bit in there. We're about to get more papacy points. I mean, actually, Pope probably doesn't like us enough. Let's cancel the diplomat in Mali, because we are going to need the spy network against our enemies. Stable state. Improve relations. Oh, Castile is the career controller. Well, lucky them. I don't suppose I have a lot of cardinals, do I? I got one cardinal. So yeah, not a lot. There we go, a little bit more conversions. Gives us a bit of influence. Could try converting Santa Cruz to Africa once more. Or maybe the one that we just tried converting. How much is the population there now? It's about... almost half of it is Catholic, so it just needs one more conversion. It's going to be majority Catholics, and over here we are... well, it's roughly the same percentage-wise, I suppose. Oh, and the army is now full, so let's go ahead and... right, we're going to declare war on... Tlemcen. We are going to invite Castile, so that's going to give us the advantage on the numbers. It doesn't factor in the Castilian vassals, which is to say, all well, Aragon is not counted in there. We'll put in the war goal as probably the coastal province there, yeah. That's probably fine, and then Souss and Tunis are going to be joining in. What we'll do is we'll annex Souss, so we'll get one of the missions done again. Actually, probably more than one. But yeah, let's go. You'll go in there. You can maybe check out this one first. We could get the... oh, right, the bureaucratic idea. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. I'm probably going to need quite a bit on this war anyway. And we got... the fleet is half repaired now. There's still quite a bit to do. Oh, Castile caught crusade against Tunis. Well, ain't that lovely? That's actually quite a happy little accident. Oh, they're going to Marrakesh. I'm going to reject the heresy. I'm going a hard stance against the heresies. Okay, so Souss is just moving their troops away, which is actually probably fine. If we just siege down the areas that... oh. Are you actually going to catch them in there? Because you are. I wonder if I'll be able to catch them as well. Probably not. If they delay them more than a day, then yes. They did delay more than a day. So we got there in time, and we won the combat there. Now they're running away. Let's take this army back to siege down Mogador. Oh, we can get the admin tech now. I'll take it. No, it's not going to give us the ahead of time bonuses for more than a couple months, to be fair, but hey, it's better than nothing. Plus, it's going to reduce the corruption again a tiny bit. Or the tiniest of bits. Right, so we got a bit of a enemy presence, mostly Tlemcen, I suppose, in the eastern part. I'm assuming that Castile will shuffle in some troops. Oh, right, and Tunis has a fair bit of ships there. Oh, and Tunis is bringing... oh, yeah, they are bringing in 13,000 men over here as well. So we got 22,000 against their 26, as far as I can tell. The homie announced me as a rival. Okay. You do you. Actually, how is Brittany doing? Because they are one of our rivals. But I don't think they are particularly strong. I mean, they got okay techs, they got pretty high corruption. I don't suppose you see the full development, but we can have a quick count here. So that's 50. About 7,500, 123, or around 125 maybe total. Oh, the knights have been given an island in... okay, and the Baleares, that's Mallorca. Not exactly what I expected to see them, I do admit. Oh, they got... right, we haven't gotten rid of that army yet. Hamburg has a bubonic outbreak. Wow, that's a bit unfortunate for them. And is this still held by... yeah, they're still held by Luxembourg. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, new disease. Congo has some malaria. Or around Congo area, anyway. Oh, right. Castile is actually blockading that. And we got the fleet over here. You could maybe do some... Oh, actually, is this... Yeah, that's still trading. We could increase the size of this fleet a little bit. And I'll send this fleet to protect trade in the... Hold on a minute. Guinea Coast. Yeah, that's the one. That should increase the money pushed forward, or forward towards our way quite drastically, I would assume anyway. Yeah, they got a massive amount of troops here. We got our armies nearby each other, but the troops aren't, or the general at least, isn't all that great. Now, to be fair, we could make Unsung into a general, although I suppose Mus is still quite young, so I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be necessarily a good idea. It might put us into a regency for quite a while. And if I remember correctly, our queen isn't all that great either. It's like a 013 or something like that. So maybe not that. I mean, we could always just try hiring another general, but our Brassical has probably been so neglected because we haven't really had any big wars in a long while. That's probably a big portion of the reason why the general got rolled so bad. Let's have a look at the tradition. So we got a tradition of 14. Oh yeah, that's ridiculously small. And well, let's have a look at what the leader would be. 1300. I mean, it's actually a little bit better. Still not great, but that might actually be enough to flip the combat in our favor. If and when we need to fight these. Oh, Tunisians might have started going eastwards again. Oh, there's a bit of a fleet battle there. And I don't suppose they've managed to land any troops here yet. At least not by the looks of it. But they might be going down that way. And how is our fleet doing? It's 60% now. Once we get the naval ideas down, we could just park them over here and they'd be repairing over time. Without a problem, but unfortunately we don't have that yet. And Souss is already low. Enthusiasm. Now, if we take these three, that is quite a bit of extra expansion. Okay, and we won't be able to do that yet. We'll be able to get maybe a little bit of money as well. But yeah, we need to first siege them down properly. We already sieged down one. We got them blockaded and all that. Probably their war... Oh, Fez. That doesn't seem like a safe location to be at. Luckily, the other two armies over here aren't joining Tunis. I'm gonna stay here and continue the siege. If Fez loses some troops, that's fine. Like, that means that their liberty desire might go down a tiny bit. Or a little bit, anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, now they're turning around. As soon as I was able to get in here... You know what? I will move in here. I'll start kind of harassing the enemies in here one way or another. And I could maybe put Unsung in charge of that army. We'll have Alberto take the smaller one. I suppose I'll send in my fleet down here. I mean... Did we catch any fleet or ships there? No, we didn't actually sink anything. They did have... No, we got the Spanish explorer in there. There's some conversions, which actually means that we can now assign this thing into the trade company. I mean, again, we could just add them immediately. It means that the penalties aren't really there, but I just wanted to make it a little bit nicer looking in a way. Convert a little bit more Fez in the meanwhile. But how much are we getting money right now? So 5.7 from trade. Actually, how much are we transferring in Guinea? It's a little bit. Right, do I try the Iberian Islands again to take the island from Luxembourg, or do I go for Guinea? We could try Central Africa, to be fair, because we got our mission for that, don't we? So that's certain. They got the same shock as we do. We got 6 shock on that general. Oh dear, that's not something that I want to contest. Not right now, but of course once we get this siege done. Speaking of which, oh yeah, we got plenty of ships here blockading that. And that siege is already 49% chance of falling. That's not too bad. We'll move into Tatla. Agadir, there we go. So, Souss, I can annex you. I can get a little bit of money, so I will do that. And we can finally get all of that. Well, I suppose we don't have the points of core, but we can get the Southern Morocco mission done. That's going to give us a bit of prestige and a lot of Diplo points. And then the Atlantic Gateway, unfortunately, we can't do that because... Wait, what? Macaronesia? Oh, right, Azores. Oh, right, it's not Azores, but it's... Yeah, okay. So we got some of that. We won't be able to get Azores, unfortunately. And yeah, then there's the Azores Arsenal, so... That is kind of stopped right now. European colony is going to have to wait until we get Diplo... Hold on a minute, is Diplo 19? Yeah, Diplo 19, so we are not that far away from getting that. So we should probably just save the Diplo points until we can get the Diplo 19 and immediately start colonizing into Caribbean. And just get the expeditions and then get colonies in there and all that. Because that's Wooden Mountains. Let's get in both the armies in here. If we can defeat some of these armies, then that's going to be already pretty darn good. Oh, right, let's go ahead and send this into Safi. Master Recruiter has died. Can we get a discipline or morale of armies? We could get a morale of armies, maybe. That would be a spiritualist faction. There would be a discipline over here. That would be a noble. I'm actually going to go with that. It's a bit more expensive. But the discipline will be quite good. I mean, the extra morale wouldn't be too bad either, but the base morales are so small that the bonus from that is actually not all that massive. We will get the Alberto down here. Alberto has one maneuver at least, so he'll be able to catch up with the armies a little bit sooner. As soon as you are locked in there, I'm going to start moving into Senagia. We'll send in more troops in there as well. They might break down some of the... or start sending all of the troops down here. Yeah, they are moving. We'll have the defensive terrain. We're going to get another 7,000 men into the combat, and I reckon that it's not going to be very wide combat either. Although I suppose there has been some techs recently. Oh yeah, they're moving in. But we are going to be getting some troops in here, and it's very narrow. We've got pretty good rolls thus far. Oh, we won the first battle. There we go, and they're locked in. Oh, Onsang is ruthless. Then fire damage, shock damage, and then shock damage received. 10, 10, and 5 percentage. Agadir, let's go ahead and get that core down, shall we? So now we're fighting... Oh, they don't have enough infantry in there. And the reinforcements arrived just in time. Although they did have pretty darn good shock leader there, and fire leader actually. But they got massive bonuses in the combat itself, but it wasn't enough. I'm going to send in the 7,000 man army to get rid of the army marching around there, and this could maybe get into... Let's DC Taza. And then we might go for the war goal, just in case. Although we probably won't be able to take that much land in this war, overall. Or any more in this war, because we've already taken quite massive. If we take even these two, that would be only a coalition of Tlemcen. That wouldn't be too bad. And if we were to take that coastal province, that would still be only Tlemcen. Well, actually, I say that we won't be able to get much, but I might be able to get a fair bit. Okay, that would be a coalition of several nations. Like, getting that... What about the capital? That's probably also... There's only Mazab and Tlemcen. Well, no, Tlemcen would be in a coalition, or potentially in a coalition against us forever then, but... It's not that bad. Like, just getting... Well, these 4 provinces over here on the coastline, and then these 2 will just give into... We'll give for, fairs. Speaking of which, is that... Right, yeah, it's part of that group there. But this war is going to probably take... Oh, Castile brought in some troops to fight off that one. Well, ain't that lovely? I suppose you can turn around then. Go to Gil Massa. Zigil Massa. Oh, we got another merchant as well. Okay, let's go ahead and send that into... Either we can go into America already, which I suppose we already got 38% in here, but there's basically nothing in local. So in favour of that into Senegambia. Over here we got about 1/3 of the trade, and that has been sent towards Iberia. We do already have someone in Congo. I don't suppose we know really about the interior over here, do we? We know that there is a... Oh, we can see that it's in there, but we don't actually know the province.